Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen. My name's Alexis and today I wanted to show you how to make my delicious prune and chocolate chip flapjack. To show you how to make my delicious prune and chocolate flapjacks. But before I do, if you are new to my channel, then hello and welcome. It's lovely to have you here, and if you love cooking videos and you want to see more like this one, then I post twice a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 7 AM, so please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As I just mentioned, today I want to show you how to make my delicious prune and chocolate chip flapjacks, and as with all of my videos, these are really easy to do. My husband and son absolutely love these as well, and my son is having his birthday party in about a week's time, so I thought it was the perfect opportunity to make some flapjacks for the children who are coming as a treat after their sandwiches. Kids really like these as well, and they're brilliant to do with children during school holidays as well. So I thought I'd show you how to make them today. So here is my prune and chocolate flapjack. So the first thing I'm going to do is preheat the oven to 180 degrees. So I've got myself a large mixing bowl, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 250 grams of gluten-free porridge oats to that. You can use ordinary oats. It's because I've got a gluten intolerance, I use gluten-free oats. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm just going to mix that in. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of cinnamon as well. And the cinnamon makes it taste quite sweet as well. It gives it a bit of extra flavour. We love cinnamon in this house, and that was ground sweet cinnamon as well. If you can find that in the supermarket, please give it a try because it's delicious. And then we've got 50 grams of chia seeds as well, and the chia seeds just give it a bit of extra crunch. That's what I find with this recipe. And then I've got my chocolate chips. So this is 60 grams of raw cacao nibs. So it's the chips of chocolate. So it's pure chocolate, all chipped up, and it doesn't really melt, but it gives a really nice chocolatey flavour to the flapjack. My husband absolutely loves these raw chips in it, so I always add them now to anything I can. And then I've also got 100 grams of dried mixed raisins. I did put dried mixed fruit in the recipe, but you can try this or you can try just raisins. I didn't have any dried fruit today, so I thought I'd use the raisins that I had in the cupboard instead. And then I've also got 100 grams of chopped up prunes. So the stones have been removed and I've chopped them up. So I add those in as well, and I'm going to mix those around. And then I've got 75 grams of coconut sugar, but you can use brown sugar if you want to. And what I find with coconut sugar and brown sugar is when it melts in the oven, it makes it a more caramelly taste to the flapjack, rather than plain white sugar. Brown sugar or coconut sugar just gives it that caramelly flavour, so that's why I like to use coconut sugar in my food. It's delicious. And then I'm going to add 175 grams of coconut oil. So these are vegan as well, if you're wondering. I'm not a vegan, but I do like to make vegan food, and I do think it's a bit healthier than all of these things you can get in packets as well. I think vegan food is brilliant, really. So yeah, so I'm just going to mix these up now, and then I'm going to add 60 mils of maple syrup as well. And this is probably just to give it a bit more wetness, to make it a bit wetter, that's all. So I'm going to mix these ingredients round now. So I've mixed all of the ingredients round, until everything is coated in the coconut oil and the maple syrup. And now what I'm going to do is just set this aside for a minute. Now I've got myself a square tin, and what I've done is I've cut a piece of greaseproof paper and I've put it in the bottom of the square tin, so that's going to protect the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the mix into the pre-lined baking tray or tin, whatever you want to call it. And then and now I'm just going to pat it down, making sure it's all solid in the bottom of the tray. So once you've patted it down, like so, make sure it's all evenly spread across the base as well. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes now, or until it goes golden brown actually. So the flapjack is done, and as you can see it's very soggy from the coconut oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it to cool completely. So I'm going to put this onto a cooling rack in the baking tray and just let it cool now. So my flapjack has been cooling on the cooling rack for a good half an hour now. So what I'm going to do is carefully take it out of the tray, the baking tray, and I'm just going to leave it to cool for a little bit longer now. So I've actually tried to cool this down in the fridge today because it's actually quite a warm day. But when I took it out of the baking tray, it actually cracked in the corner, and there are a few cracks in it as well. So I don't know how well it's going to cut now. But when you are making this, please make sure you wait till it cools completely and it's like glued together, because the coconut oil in this sort of weather doesn't work too well when it's too hot. But yes, normally this would glue together quite well, but unfortunately today I don't think it's going to. But yes, I'm just going to cut it into slices now as best as I can, and just see how it is. It is quite a warm day, so this probably wasn't the best day to make this, but never mind. It is delicious though, and you can have this as granola with yogurt as well. If it all falls apart, then just have it with yogurt. That's what I say. So yeah, so I just like to cut it into 16 bits. That's it, like so. And then I'm just going to try a bit of the broken bit here and see how it tastes. That is really yummy. Really crunchy on the outside as well. I'm sure it's very soft in the middle, but it's lovely and crunchy on the outside. Definitely worth a try. So that's how you make my delicious prune and chocolate chip flapjack. And that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. I'm off to enjoy a slice of this with a nice cup of tea now. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. Do you enjoy flapjack, and what sort of flapjack do you like eating? I'd love to know, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye!